Welcome everyone to my presentation on leadership in early childhood education and care. I will explore and discuss the crucial role of leadership within the early childhood sector and how it shapes quality learning environments. I will also focus on understanding the National Quality Standard Area 7 in regards to regulatory and quality requirements within the sector. I will also break down what an educational leader does for an early childhood setting. Leadership within an early childhood educational and care setting includes many factors. It is important for leadership to be across all parts of the early childhood setting. This means sharing responsibilities. This then supports the children's learning, empowers families, and advances staff in the profession. Having effective leadership not only creates a positive and nurturing environment for the children's learning and development, it also creates strong relationships with families and other colleagues. It also creates an environment where children feel safe, respected, and motivated to learn. Having effective leadership creates an environment where staff are motivated to create effective and engaging learning environments. There are many effective leadership skills and practices for pedagogical and curriculum development, but today I will focus on 6. Communication is a leadership skill that can be used to motivate and influence others to reach a shared vision and act on it collaboratively. This also includes being part of strategic conversations and giving feedback to support both staff and the children. Ethical leadership means including your ethical knowledge into practice so that core principles of the teaching and educator profession are everyone's responsibility when working in an early childhood setting. Responding to diversity as an early childhood leader involves supporting children in understanding and celebrating all kinds of diversity. This includes having inclusive practices within the classroom and work team to foster and strengthen partnerships. Collaboration and teamwork is a leadership skill that creates a positive organisational culture that builds effective teams. This includes having collaborative practices regardless of experience, qualifications, or backgrounds. Building relationships means to use strategies to connect and collaborate with families and the wider community to understand and reflect on a shared vision for the children within the setting. This then has a positive effect on the children's learning, development, and well-being. Adaptability as a leadership skill means to be flexible and responsive to change. This is critical in early childhood education and care, as the children's and staffing needs are ever-changing. The National Quality Framework, NQF, is a national approach that provides regulation, assessment, and quality improvement for early childhood education and outside school hours care, OSH, services within Australia. This approach provides a quality education early in life, which leads to better health, education, and employment prospects later in life. It ensures that there is consistent and high-quality early childhood education and care across Australia. As a result of the NQF, parents benefit by knowing that there are improved educator-to-child ratios, making sure every child has greater individual care and attention. Educators have knowledge of approved learning frameworks due to their increased skills and qualification, and national registers ensure transparency on educators, providers, and services. The NQF includes 7 quality standards that focus on different aspects for quality early childhood education and care. Quality Area 7, Governance and Leadership, is about supporting effective leadership and management of the service that contributes to quality environments for children's learning and development. This includes having procedures and policies that are up to date, well maintained, and well written, sharing values within the setting, and having a fully functional learner community for all members of the early childhood setting. Quality Area 7 is broken into two standards: Standard 7.1, Governance, and Standard 7.2, Leadership. Standard 7.1, Governance, is then broken into three elements: service philosophy, management systems, and roles and responsibilities. Governance not only supports the operation of a quality service, but it also guides aspects of the service's operations, manages the systems that are in place to manage risk through effective management of a quality service, and also ensures every staff member's roles and responsibilities are clearly outlined and understood. This provides a strong early childhood service. Standard 7.2, Leadership, is also broken down into three elements: continuous development, educational leadership, and development of professionals. This standard focuses on that effective leadership builds and promotes a positive organisational culture and professional learning community. Having continuous development within a service as a leader displays a quality improvement process in place through self-assessment. Educational leaders also need to feel supported within their role to ensure that they can lead, develop, and implement the educational program and the planning cycle effectively. This standard also focuses on ensuring all staff members' performance is regularly evaluated. A quality educational leader is built on the implementation of regulations. The following of the national quality standards, and most specifically Quality Area 7 that focuses on government and leadership and following the roles and responsibilities of the leadership position. The Education and Care Services national regulations are designed to ensure the safety and care of all children within services and staff. Regulation 118 states that it requires the approved provider to designate in writing a suitably qualified and experienced educator, coordinator, or other individual as educational leader at the service to lead the development and implementation of educational programs in the service. And Regulation 148 states that it requires the staff record includes the name of the person designated as the educational leader, in accordance with Regulation 118. The following of these regulations as an educational leader is vital to upkeep the standards, operations, and care provision of the management of an educational service and to be held accountable. As mentioned in the previous slides, the National Quality Standard 7 is broken down into elements, and Element 7.2.2 states that the educational leader is supported and leads the development and implementation of the educational program and assessment and planning cycle. This outlines the importance of the educational leader role as supporting and leading the early childhood education and care team to ensure a quality program and service. The role and responsibilities of an educational leader includes creating safe spaces for honest and open dialogue that promotes self-awareness and reflection for not only the staff within the service, but also for the children and families within the community. The educational leader also prepares for and navigates complexities within the service, such as natural changes or administration errors or tasks. The big goal of leading an educational program is to enhance the children's outcomes through developmental outcomes. Thank you for listening.